Meakin's Library presents Take and Make Crafts, Origami Square Pencil Holder, recommended for ages 6 and up. Welcome to my craft tutorial. We are going to be making a square pencil holder. It's going to look something like this when we are done. And you will need 9 pieces of origami paper of the same size. The basic unit. Make 8. For your first part of the model, start with the side that you want on the outside, face down on your work surface. We're going to fold from left to right in half, edge to edge. So fold so that the edges meet up, the corners meet up. Hold it with one hand. Run your finger along to crease the other side. Crease up to the top, crease down to the bottom. And then unfold your paper. Then we're going to fold it the other way, from the top edge to the bottom edge. So fold it so that the corners meet and the lines are straight against each other. Run your finger up the center, off to the left, and then off to the right. And you should have a nice plus in the center of your paper. Now we're going to fold down the corners. The top left corner should come down to the center. And again, hold the corner with your finger and then run your finger up along the paper to crease it. And then do the same thing on the other side. So the corner comes to the center, hold it, run your finger along the center of the crease that you're making, and then up to the point, and then down to the end. Then take the top point here and fold along the crease we already have so that the point is facing you. Flip the paper over, fold on the crease you already have, and then fold the left edge and the right edge in to that center crease. So it might be hard to see. With a pattern, it's really hard to see the crease, so you have to feel it or look closely. And so line it up along the crease, hold it there, and then run your finger along the new crease that you're making. And do the same thing on the other side. Fold to the center, it should just about meet, like so. Hold it with one hand, and then run your finger. Try not to move the top layer, everything should stay flat. So I've got one finger on the top layer, one finger on the bottom layer here, and then I crease along the edges. Unfold, and then fold on the center one more time. And this is the first piece, the first unit of your model. All 7 other pieces of the model are made in exactly the same way. But for my second one, I want the color to be on the outside. So I'm going to start color down with the design face up. And I'm going to do exactly the same thing. Edge to edge, line up the edges, run my finger up and down the crease, unfold, edge to edge, run my finger along the crease, okay, unfold, top left corner to the center. It's going to be a little bit harder to see if your pattern is facing up, but you want to find the exact middle and then run your finger along the crease. Do the same thing on the other side. Fold down, flip over, on the crease. Fold the left edge to the center. Make sure it doesn't buckle here. You want to make sure that you've got a nice point crease. And the same thing on this side. Edge to edge. Fold it one more time along that center crease, and here is my second unit. Here are two units that are going to go together. Right now I have them positioned in exactly the same way so that the point is to the right. What I need to do now is rotate one of them so that the point is now facing towards the upper left. The point of the other one is still pointing to the lower right. I'm going to slide these two flaps around the other unit and into the flaps so that I have a nice square. You'll see it looks like this. And if I pull up, I've already made those nice creases, I will have my finished unit for this pencil case. So it stands up, it's square, and the outside looks like this. The Masu Box. For my Masu Box, I'm going to use this fan paper, and I want this to be on the outside, so I'm going to turn that down to the desk and fold the paper edge to edge. And then again, edge to edge the other way. Make sure when you do your creases, you hold the paper even at one end, run your finger along the paper till you get to where the crease will be, and then up and down the crease. We're going to open it up again, and we're going to start, this starts exactly the same way as the other boxes did, the square pencil box. We're going to fold the top corners down to the center. And again, so fold, hold the corner where you want it to be, run a finger up to the top, down to the bottom. Then we're also going to do the other two corners. So those are going to come up again to the center. Okay. And the last one comes to the center, hold it there, run your finger down to the edge, and then to the top and bottom corners. And your paper should look something like this. Next step, you want to fold in the creased edges about 1/2 inch. So I've got my ruler here, 1/2 inch would be to right about here. So I'm going to fold in, and again, I'm going to use my ruler about 1/2 inch. And you want to keep the edges parallel on the sides so that you know that this is going to be 1/2 inch all along. It's going to be parallel to the edge. So keep it even. All right. And then carefully crease along the edge. And I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. You might be able to eyeball it, or you might want to measure again to make sure that you're getting about 1/2 inch. All right, And then we're going to do the same thing to the other edges. Probably the easiest way to do the next part, if we fold out the points that we've done these 1/2 inch folds. If we fold those out, we're going to fold in the bottom and the top edges now, again 1/2 inch. So use your ruler or eyeball it, get it about 1/2 inch in, and then crease. If you're not comfortable with how parallel you'll be able to keep it, then you're going to want to keep these corners folded in to do that fold, and that's fine too. And then you can make sure that you're folding it up as straight as you can. And then do the same thing on the other side. I'm going to fold my corners out. Make sure that when you're folding up also that you keep the points from folding forward. You want the points to stay right in the center as you fold up the creased edges. And then crease, make the new crease. The next part is the most fiddly part of this model. So you see how there is an angle here that is the left side of a triangle. You need to make sure that the triangle fold, that the crease is a valley crease here, so that it goes that way. And you want to do the same thing on all 4 corners. So come around to this corner, make sure that you have a valley crease. And the same thing here and here, so that I can fold up the 2 corners and have this nice triangle shape sticking out in the end. Now that we've checked all those, so you want to set it like that, and then fold on the middle crease there, fold over the side, and then the other crease should sit right at the bottom of the box. You're going to do that on both sides. Make sure the creases are good and strong. So again, here's the bottom crease, that's the bottom of the box. We're going to fold on that middle crease, which is right at the point of the 2 side triangles. Fold over there. The other crease then sits nicely at the bottom of the box. And your Masu Box is done. While the Masu Box that I have just showed you how to make is very short, like this, if you ignore my instructions on the 1/2 inch folds and instead you fold up to the center point, you will end up with a box that looks more like this, which is good for holding paper clips or small erasers or any number of small items. Now we put them together. When you have 4 combined units, so 8 pieces of paper into 4 square pieces, you need to decide how you want to position them together. I like to have as much of the pattern on the outside as possible, so I tend to put them with the pattern up and the little triangles, colored triangles down. And you want to use just a tiny bit of tape or a tiny bit of glue to connect the 2 sides together, or 2 pieces together. So I've got a little tiny piece of Scotch tape. Press them together. I'll do the same thing for the other units. So this one is going to line here. And then ta-da. And then you just need to put them into your box. They might not fit exactly, but if you give them just a little smush, a little squeeze, they should fit in just fine. And you have a completed pencil holder to put your pencils in. Thank you for viewing my tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it and found it informative. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, please email me at kmit@cwmars.org. Thanks.